What do you say? Feels like deja vu. Why? Because Ian Young knows about regeneration. JD Niger, Word of Truth. Good morning, good morning. I'm back. We're talking about illiterate GMS. What would you call them? Antichrists. Ignorant, illiterate, GMS, antichrists. It's about as nice as I can be. That's about as gentle as I could be. Ignorant, illiterate, GMS, antichrists. Great Millstone. If you don't know Great Millstone, this is JD Niger, Word of Truth. Great Millstone is the Black Hebrew Israelites. Look it up. If you don't know, basically a bunch of devils, Pharisaic devils that, it's really sad because they're causing me to dislike Negroes, and I am one. How's that? I don't look like one, but I'm actually of that Judaic line. I'm a Jew. And if these guys are right and Jesus is black, then I'm that kind of black. Whatever that is, whatever that means. I'm starting to think that these guys are just completely upside down. Jesus probably looked more like me than anyone. I come in the image of my Father and my only begotten brother, the only begotten Son of God. It's a head shaker. This place is one big head shaker. JD Niger, Jeff Deloach. The reason I say JD Niger, the Lord told me you're Adonijah. And so instead of just saying Word of Truth with Adonijah, it's just not my spiritual self. It's Jeff Deloach too. JD, Jeff Deloach, Niger. Adonijah, JD Niger. Get it? You understand? Slakia. It's a head shaker. So where were we? We were talking about Heavenly Father, bless this message, bless the ears that hear it. Open their eyes to the story that you're telling, not this ridiculous chit chatter Babylon bullshit that's going on out in the world. Soften my heart so I can gently, generously serve for you and your will. Amen. Do you think he's going to get mad at me for yelling and screaming? He's going to say, damn, little Benjamin, what's wrong with you? Why were you so fired up? And then he'll laugh. That's because I fired you up. I'm glad you were worried that I'd be mad at you for being so rough. I'm not mad at you. I feel you. Come into my rest. Come into my rest. True and faithful servant. What's that mean? That means I've worked so hard. I've worked so hard. You know what I mean by working so hard? Over and over and over again, I've had to walk with the knowledge. I've had to walk with the Spirit. I've had to be in this wicked ass, backwards, fucked up place of judgment, knowing things that a lot of people just don't want to hear about. And it's the most important thing in the world. Anyway, that's why he says, come into my rest. Worn out. The saints will be wearied. Do you hate me yet? Do you hate me yet? You should. I understand now. I get it. Just like my Lord hated. Hated. If the world hates me, it's gonna hate you too. I don't need to have the exact. I know the meaning. When you do a book report, do you copy it word for word? The book report is your take on, do you understand? The teacher wants to know, do you understand? Yeah, I do. I understand. I'm really weary. Can't wait to get the rest. I got to push hard because I'm running a race. Like Paul said. And what are you going to do? You're going to run to lose or you're going to run to win? Oh, quote it word for word, J.D. Niger. Don't you know the Bible? All right, whatever. Nah, don't know the Bible. So we're talking about who's Benjamin, people. House of Saul. These fucking idiots, man. You think the house of Saul is weak? You think the house of Saul is cast away? Really? Does that even ring true when you hear him say that? I mean, when I hear it, it makes me want to climb through the phone. If you hear someone bagging on the house of Saul and that doesn't drive your spirit into a tizzy, then you need to rethink your belief system. And the people repented them for Benjamin because that the Lord had made a breach in the tribes of Israel. What's this breach? We're not the same. I'm not the same as the rest of Israel. There's a breach. We're different. Benjamin's different. And they repented for us. You know why? Because we're the ones that are out here serving. We're the ones that are taking a beating for everyone, not just Israel. We're taking a beating for the Gentiles too. We're bidding everyone to the wedding. That's what I was saying about the highways and hedges. Who's the servant? We'll go there right now. Then the elders of the congregation said, how shall we do for the wives, for them that remain, seeing the women are destroyed out of Benjamin? Is there any helpmates? Is there any helpmates for Benjamin? It's not just talking about women, people. We're all the bride of Christ. We're all wives. We're all brides. Does Benjamin have a helpmate? Do you understand? Why is no one coming up beside me? Not family, not friends, not people on this channel, not strangers, no one. And they said there must be an inheritance for them that be escaped of Benjamin, that a tribe be not destroyed out of Israel. There must be an inheritance for Benjamin. There must be. Howbeit, we may not give them wives of our daughters, for the children of Israel have sworn, saying, cursed be he that giveth a wife to Benjamin. Is Israel my friend? They swore against helping us. They put themselves in a trick bag. First they slaughtered us, then they said we're not going to help them. And then they said, this is the meat. We're going to go to the highways and the hedges. If you can understand, comprehension, do you know your foot from many cattle? Then they said, behold, there is a feast of the Lord in Shiloh yearly in a place which is on the north side of Bethel, on the east side of the highway. Do you understand? Let me read it again. And then they said, behold, there is a feast of the Lord in Shiloh yearly in a place which is on the north side of Bethel, the house of God. There is a feast going up to the house of God. Do you understand? On the east side of the highway that goeth up from Bethel to Shechem, and on the south of Lebonah. Therefore they commanded the children of Benjamin, saying, go and lie in wait in the vineyards. What's the vineyards, people? The hedges. What's a vine? You ever seen a grapevine? I live in California. We have them all over here. They're hedges. Do you understand? Let's go to the highways and hedges real quick, right? I lost it. It's in Luke. And it was in Luke 22, I think it was. Not the nicest teacher. Try being me. And dealing with all these funky ass illiterate antichrists. This isn't for the illiterate. This isn't for man. You know, man. Okay, man. Man, wait, blah. The Lord of the vineyard. Let me see. Let me get it. 22. No, that wasn't it. Oh, where was it? Slovakia. Back. So do you understand what I'm saying? Why does it say that? Okay, here we go. It was Luke 14. So it said, tell the children of Benjamin to go up to the feast of the Lord on the highway that leads to Bethel, the house of God. And when the women, there's a festival, when they come out of the vineyards, out of the hedges, grab them and take them to wife. Grab them and take them to wife. What is the Lord bidding people to do? Come to the marriage supper of the Lord. Marriage, wife. Let's come together. Let's know each other. Why do you think the Bible, that's why it's so ridiculous for these guys to say Joseph is the father of Jesus? Because they didn't come together. It says so in the Bible. They didn't come together. Joseph and Mary didn't come together. They didn't know each other until after Jesus was born. That's the same theme, people. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know me? I'm bidding you, be my wife. Come on to me. Do you understand? Lay with me at my feet so I can bring you up and know you. Do you understand? Just like Ruth and Boaz, right? How did she get to know God? By laying at the feet of Boaz, and Boaz pulled her up from his feet, pulled her up, and knew her. And she knew him. They had sex. They came together. Do you understand? This is not precepts. This is the story. People, man. A certain man made a great supper and bade many, and sent his servant at supper time. I went into this before. This was one of my series, and it's going to come up over and over again because the Bible is an integrated message system from outside this time domain. Sent. Do you know sent? Do you understand? He will send some that are sent. They were cast down. Devils. Fallen angels. We were sent. Cast. Go. Do you understand? I'm such a dick. I'm sorry. And sent his servant at supper time to say to them that were bidden, come, for all things are now ready. Ho! Ho! Why do you think I'm here every day? It's time to go home, people. It's time to eat. I'm feeding you. Sit here. You're to tell people, hey, this guy has a buffet. I don't have, this ain't 7-Eleven. I'm not on the corner with these corner boys selling you donuts and ho-hos. Come, for all things are now ready. And they all with one consent began to make excuse. The first said unto him, I have bought a piece of ground. I must needs go and see it. I pray you can excuse me. And another said, I have 5 yoke of oxen. Sorry. That was a misspoken. Oxen. And I go to prove them. I pray thee, give me an excuse. And another said, I have married a wife, and therefore I cannot come. What are you people doing? Making up all kinds of excuses. He's not a man of the Lord. He's not a man of the Lord. Look at him. He's whacked out. He's bugged out. Okay. Right on. Make whatever excuse you want. That's why I say, what is it? Do you hate me yet? Is it my hair? Is it my eyes? Is it the way I talk to you with authority? What is it? Did I have the truth? That's probably the one that really bugs you. Damn, why's he got it? Probably because that's his lot. Excuse after excuse after excuse. So that servant came and showed his lord these things. Then the master of the house, being angry, said to the servant, go out quickly into the streets and the lanes of the city and bring in hither the poor, the maimed, and the halt, and the blind. What is Benjamin doing out here serving the Lord? What's he doing? He's bringing in all you dummies. You ones that can't walk, the ones that can't see, the ones that can't hear, the ones that are falling over themselves with brain damage from the judgment that's been put on you for not listening last time either. And the servant said, Lord, it is done as thou hast commanded, and yet there is room. And the Lord said unto the servant, who's the servant? The prophets, the ones that's out saying, come. Do you understand? Go out into the highways and the hedges and compel them to come in that my house may be filled. For I say unto you that none of those men which were bidden shall taste of my supper. And then it goes into the cost of discipleship. If any man come to me and hate not his father, mother, wife, children, and brethren, sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. Do I hate my life? Yeah. Am I angry at my family? Yeah. Am I angry at my friends? Yeah. Am I angry at you? Yeah. I am. I'm not afraid to say it. Oh, you're a hater. Yep, I'm a hater. Hate you dumb, illiterate people. The Lord made me this way. I'm a servant. I'm not here to serve you. I'm here to serve him. Do you understand? Do you understand? Do you? And the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and hedges and compel them to come in that my house be filled. So what did he tell Benjamin? What did they tell Benjamin? And see, behold, if the daughters of Shiloh come out, no, back up here. Then he said, behold, there is a feast of the Lord in Shiloh, yearly which is on the place on the north side of the house of God, on the east side of the highway that goeth up from Bethel to Shechem, and on the south of Lebonah. Therefore, they commanded the children of Benjamin, saying, go and lie in wait in the vineyards. And the servant said, Lord, it is done as thou hast commanded, and yet there is no room. And the Lord said unto the servant, go into the highways and the hedges, and compel them to come in that my house be filled. For I say to you that none of those men which were bidden shall taste my supper. If you have an excuse, why you're not pushing my messages? Is there an excuse? Do you have an excuse? Fine. Use it. I'm only here to serve my Lord. Do you understand? See how the messages follow? These I never thought I used to dislike black people. Now these guys have made me very much dislike black people. Because they're messing with me and my father and my brother. These guys are in so much trouble. Do you understand? Did you get the message about the highways and the hedges? You see why I'm so mad? And then they're talking about the house of Saul. They're claiming to be me, but they're not. They don't even know me. JD Nija, I hope you understand. I'm going to go to work. I love you. Don't miss the supper. I'm out.